everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue, and we are back for a Halloween movie review. And this Halloween, we will be discussing Halloween 2018, because there have been 100 Halloween movies. I'm being facetious, but let's go ahead and get into it. So no, I actually need my glasses. I'm blind. Okay. It all starts out in Smith's Grove. There's a new, potentially obsessed doctor who oversees Michael Myers. Two green-ass, overly curious reporters, Dana and Aaron, come to get a sense of Michael. So he pulls out the mask and he taunts Michael with it. "Say something, Michael! You can feel it, can't you? You can feel it, can't you?" The other inmates and a dog start to go batshit. So off rip, these two journalists deserve to die. Then they go to see Lori, Michael's sister. She's been through the ringer, but apparently these journalists don't give a damn. They're there to get a glimpse inside of her mind. They say that her story is important, but patronize her because she seems to believe that Michael is the monster he is, instead of the misunderstood young boy that everybody seems to believe Michael is. Oh, this movie is tap dancing on the misogyny of it all. Oh yes, make Lori seem as if she's the unstable one because she's gone through some bad divorces and has a shaky relationship with her one daughter. But oh no, let's give all this understanding to Michael, not Lori. Michael is the one that just needs a little bit of help. We've got to just figure him out. Aaron wants Lori to have a little sit down, a little chit chat with Michael, all for the sake of their podcast. Speaking on the times, we'll do anything for entertainment value, even possibly die by the hands of a psychopathic killer that's been stalking and killing people without saying a word for 3 decades. But yes, let's sit down for a podcast. Lori's family, made up of Karen, her daughter, Ray, her daughter's husband, and Allison, her granddaughter, are introduced as a sarcastic, oversharing family, very much feeling the strain of Grandma Lori and all of her doomsday Michael Myers preparations. Young Allison has douchebags for friends, people that minimize Michael Myers trying to kill her grandmother, and people who blow up pumpkins in front of strangers' homes because they're bored. Yeah, you know, the type of shit white kids do. Then there's a boyfriend. If he doesn't sell her out or cheat on her, he's gonna end up getting killed soon. You can just bet your money on it. Whenever there's a dick-faced boyfriend, you better bet Michael Myers will be stalking slowly behind them while they run fast, and still, somehow, they'll end up dead. Lori shows up to Allison's school, and her granddaughter tells her that all her preparations and hiding was for nothing. And she hurt her family more than Michael Myers. Lori says if raising her mother the way she did means that she hates her, but that she is prepared for the psycho killer that is soon to be slowly walking after her with a knife in his hand, well, by God, she can live with that. See, everybody's really annoying me at this point because everybody's acting like Lori's crazy. It's like, oh no, Lori isn't crazy. Y'all have some shit messed up. Michael is coming. And then when you think about what happened in Halloween Kills, the movie that came out on Peacock just this past month, I mean, it's actually quite infuriating that she was the only one prepared for this shit. Because the whole damn town should have been prepared for this shit. Well, Lori had to get out some frustration from her ignorant ass grandchild disrespecting her life's work. And she goes bussing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, showing us that she is prepared. Okay, bussing out the pasture. And we see that she's gangster as fuck. Okay? Then there's a prison break of some of the mentally insane people from Michael's hospital. And guess who's involved in that bus accident? Oh, Michael Myers for shizzle. Michael Myers for shizzle. Sorry, y'all, I've been drinking a bit. Lori shows up to Allison's dinner to celebrate her getting into the honor society, and she is manic. And it seems like she's being delusional. She's in a restaurant. Everybody thinks grandma's acting fucking crazy. But simultaneously, Michael and the rest of some crazy people are getting into an accident on a long, dark road, and the murdering is beginning. It's almost like on Buffy when she would get period cramps whenever a vampire was near. Lori gets manic whenever Michael is free to kill. So, like I said, the bus is crashed and the patients are loose. Some dumbass dude who has his son in the car with him rolls up on the asylum bus crashed and the inmates walking around looking insane. Instead of just calling the police and driving through this scene, oh no, he gets out, leaving his son alone in the car. His son seems to have more sense than him and calls the police. Eventually, he gets one of the pistols that's in the back of the car and gets out to see about his pops. He was a soldier. I thought I told you. It was so funny because the conversation that the boy was having with his father was that he wanted to be more into dance. His father wanted him to kill animals. He wanted to dance. But he's going to spend time with his dad and kill some shit. And then his dad ignores all of these instincts that are supposed to be taught when y'all are hunting and basically leaves him and his son open to be killed by Michael Myers. That's exactly what happens. Because the young boy runs up on police that have been killed on the side of the road by Michael. And then the doctor, the obsessed with Michael Myers doctor who was on the bus with them, who I think had something to do with the crash, okay, pops up and the little boy shoots at him. He ducks down, the little boy runs off, jumps back into the truck because he can't find his father because his father's probably fucking dead. And Michael Myers chokes the little boy out and breaks his neck. The first real murder we saw was a fucking kid. I said, well, this is about to jump off the porch, ain't it? Michael has somehow, on foot, caught up with these stupid ass journalists. They stop at a gas station, and y'all, this nasty bitch sits on the gas station toilet seat with her bare ass. I said some things I will never understand. Y'all, I don't want to touch the handle to the door in a gas station bathroom, let alone these beautiful ass cheeks to a gas station toilet seat that has not been heavily, and I do mean heavily, draped in several rows of toilet paper strategically placed to create a barrier between my ass and this seat. So when that lady just plopped down like that, I was like, we're missing a few steps for sure, okay? So yes, y'all, I'm sorry I was getting sidetracked with the nasty bitch sitting on the toilet at a gas station. Then Michael comes and throws teeth over the bathroom door. Where the did Michael get teeth from? Oh, well, Aaron is noticing all the dead bodies and comes into the bathroom after hearing a scream with a tire iron. And I was wondering what he was going to do with the tire iron against Michael. Everybody needs to have a sawed-off shotgun that's gonna blow a hole in the motherfucker's neck. Like, you don't need anything that will leave this death up to chance. And tire irons, my good sir, they do nothing. And Michael used his head to open the bathroom door and then strangled the journalist lady to death. Yes. Dana and Aaron's dumbasses thought it would be cute to antagonize Michael Myers with his fucking mask. Thought they would be able to live all free and shit. And then at the most unassuming place, a gas station in broad daylight, rockabye baby, Michael kills everybody and does enough killing that he's able to extract teeth from said victims to throw them over a nasty bathroom stall. This bitch not only put her ass on the toilet seat, she put her face on the floor when she was trying to get to freedom, but it did not work. And to be honest, when he was bashing dude's head in, that should have been her time to run, but she didn't. She got strangled to death, And Michael retrieved his mask because that's what he was after the whole time. That damn mask. So y'all, Lori tries to warn her dumbass daughter Karen, but in true Karen form, she's nonsensical. She knows exactly what happened, but she has so much resentment against Lori for raising her to be a soldier. I thought I told you. And honestly, I feel like you should be grateful that your mom taught you how to kill people because you're a woman. You're a woman. Do you know how many people are going to try to take something from you in your lifetime? I mean, it might be because she has the caucasity of it all, but I feel like that is of no consequence in this murder movie. In this horror film, that is of no consequence, ma'am. You should be happy that somebody gave you any type of leg up in this very tough situation where most people that look like yourself die running in slow motion from a killer that's walking. It's girl, be grateful that Lori tried to train you, that she gave you some type of know-how to grapple with a murderer that doesn't seem to die coming after you and your fucking kid. Like, I'm just saying. But you know what? Like I said, Lori tries to warn her dumbass daughter, but she's not listening. Night falls. And Michael starts killing, going from house to house. One of those houses was a house of a gay couple. People thought it was homophobic. I feel like if the couple had not died, that would have been homophobic. Everybody dies on Halloween. What are we talking about here? Everybody but the main character, everybody but the heroine dies. That is usually how this goes. In this movie, we have 1, 2, 3 heroines. So everybody will die but the 1, 2, 3 heroines and the killer. Those are the rules, okay? So at the end of the day, please fucking stop. It's called representation. There was a gay couple got killed. There was a straight couple got killed. This seems like equality to me. The inequality would have been if the gay couple would not have died. Seeing as though everybody else, like I said, dies. What's going on here? Never mind people. You know what I'm saying? But people be peopling, okay? Listen. So yes, Michael is going from house to house, murdering, killing, ripping teeth out of people's heads and shit. Allison is at a party, but plans to go to her friend Vicky's house, well, her babysitting gig anyway, later on. There's a really cute little black boy who I pray doesn't get murdered. He tries to warn them that Michael is in his bedroom, but she ends up falling like the stereotypical white girl and getting stabbed up. He tried to warn them, he told them, but nobody wanted to listen. And then when she finally did go up to his bedroom to check, it was too late. She's dead. Poor Vicky. I'm glad that little black kid lived though. That was very important to me that the black kid lived. He was really the only one I feel like that was allowed to live. And, we'll take it. Thank you. After y'all killed that little white boy, I just couldn't take it. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't take it if y'all had killed a little black boy, too. Y'all had made us like him. Y'all had made us make that little white boy, too. Yeah, y'all. I don't know. Maybe it was homophobic. Maybe. Allison is in a toxic relationship with that little boyfriend. He gets caught kissing some girl at the party that they were at, and when he chases her down, he throws her phone in some fucking cheese dip. And now she's cut off from Lori and her mom calling her to warn her that Michael Myers is free and killing people in the neighborhood. So listen, when this boyfriend dies, no, he deserved it. Just like Dana and Aaron deserved it. I'm sorry, but there are rules to this horror movie shit. And a lot of the times, in order to not make it depressing that we are going around killing people, we make them assholes. So when they're killed, we're not exactly that fucking sad about it. But we were sad about that little boy. That was sad. Sorry, that was fucked up. Y'all, yeah, I mean, he could not have choked him out. He had to break his neck. It was just sad to me. Well, at least one kid got away. And to be honest, maybe it wasn't homophobic. Maybe there's some type of racial retribution. Because when you really think about it, black people were always the first ones to die. So the fact they let this one black kid live, maybe it's some type of, balancing out of all the times that black people have been the first one to die within the first 10 minutes of a horror movie. We'll take it. Child, unfortunately, we'll take it. Well, Vicky's boyfriend was downstairs while she was being murdered. So when Michael is done killing Vicky's boyfriend, the cop shows up. That one lone cop that knows what the fuck is really hood. And so does Lori. And they shooting him, but they missing him. Or they shooting him, but he's impervious to bullets at this point. Because now that we are in the 20s, okay, the 2018s, the 2020s, it is becoming very clear that Michael is turning into a non-human life form of some sort. He was always human. He was always thought to be human, no matter how many times we thought that they had killed him and he kept coming back. It was all just a gotcha bitch, that wasn't really him type of thing. Well, now Michael is being shot and nothing is happening to him. So yeah, by the time we get to the end of this series, Michael is going to be in space killing people. Just saying. Allison gets sexually harassed by her little lame friend whose name is Oscar. And it's so funny because there was a moment during the movie where he walks over to her and her boyfriend and he kissed her and he kissed the boyfriend. The boyfriend's like, ew, get off of me. And it was like, so is he gay? We don't know. And then we get to this portion of the movie and it's very clear that his little snake ass has been pretending to be unassuming so he can take the right moment to sexually harass Allison. Don't you love these, unassuming fuck boyfriends you have that seem lame but really are just as predatory as the nice looking guys that turn out to be abusive in relationships or try to force you to have sex before you're ready? Either way, a bunch of cliches on how fucked up young men can be. So when he gets stabbed and hung on a fence for Allison to find, we aren't that upset about it. She was. We weren't. Meanwhile, Karen now understands what's happening because it took her a while to circle the airport and realize she was in a fucking horror movie. The police find her and take her to a safe house. Michael is following the police officer on foot. And the cop runs him down, and the doctor, who was with the police officer this whole time pretending to try to apprehend Michael, okay, is really trying to free Michael out of some weird love/obsession for him. Yeah, y'all, people are fucking weird. People are weird. Michael's gonna kill you. Michael does not recognize that there's a difference between you and the average Joe who is, in their living room, stab, stab, stab. Like, the fact that the doctor is another, crazy fucking doctor. It's like, how many times are we gonna go through this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's annoying is that y'all kill black people who don't even like really do shit. Like Tukey. What his name? Tootie. Was it Tootie, the gang member that y'all killed? That y'all killed in prison after all those years? Y'all gave him a death penalty, and I think he might have not did the shit, and y'all still ended up killing him. But Michael Myers' ass is free to be at the insane asylum, getting free and killing people another day. Like, the fuck? I'm just saying, when you think about these things, the people that end up dying on death row in comparison to the people that they sometimes let live, yeah. Racism. Anyway, so like I was saying, Michael was following folks on foot. The cop runs him down with his car. The doctor gets out and stabs the police officer because he's really trying to allow Michael the freedom to go and find Lori and her family and possibly kill them. Allison is in the back of the van pleading for her fucking life. Then the doctor, who has Michael knocked out from the car hitting him, puts Michael in the back seat of the police car with Allison. Okay, so we're in the back seat of the car with Allison, right? We're in the back seat. We're scared as fuck because we don't know if Michael's gonna wake up. And then Michael starts to move, and it's like, oh my god, he's gonna wake up, and she's sitting right there next to him in this close enclosed space. Like, I was nervous. I was scared for Allison, okay? I was so worried. I knew that she would get out because the movie wasn't over yet. So I knew that she would get out. I had seen this on Scream 2, and I knew somehow she would be able to get out of the car, okay? So when Michael wakes up, he ends up killing the doctor first, okay? You too thirsty, bitch. Stab, 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 okay? Which allows Allison to escape. Then Michael smashes the doctor's head with his fucking foot. I mean, boom, dead to the floor. I said, you did all of that for that man to step on your brain with no care whatsoever. Anyway, y'all, eventually he gets to Lori's cabin / safe house where her and Karen are hiding out. There was supposed to be police protection, child. You know that didn't mean not a goddamn thing. Every single one of those cops was dead by the time Michael got there. Okay, Ray ended up getting killed too. I told y'all he was too weak for this. Okay, we don't need somebody that's questioning all of the moves that Lori is making, especially once it's clear that Michael is out here killing everybody. See, I knew Ray was too weak from the very beginning. I knew he was gonna die. And then they acted like it didn't happen. Bitch lost her whole daddy during this movie, and they just was acting like, well, he was another extra. Anyway, like I said, eventually he gets to Lori's cabin. He kills cops. He kills Ray. And he almost kills Lori through the fucking door. Through the door, he almost kills her. But she shoots his hand off, thank God. I was like, oh, you ain't that fucking impervious. I wish somebody would have shot Michael Myers in the dick, but something tells me that nothing down there feels anything. Like, it's dead down there. Nothing feels, not a goddamn thing. Okay? She hides in the basement because we know that during this movie we realize this whole house is set up so that they can hide. So there's an island in the middle of the kitchen that's automated and moves, and then there's like a secret trap door underneath the island that goes down into the basement where they're supposed to hide out, and where there's a whole bunch of supplies to kill and live and eat, if they have to, down there for months, just in case Michael Myers bought Armageddon, because hey, you never know, it's the 2000s. At first, she just was shooting through the door. Bow, bow, bow. Then she couldn't take that shit no more and was like, fuck this. I'm going up there and finish this shit. Okay? Time to put an end to this. Get these snakes off this fucking plane. So to speak. Lori wasn't exactly up to task because she ends up being thrown off of a balcony. Allison finally makes it to the cabin. We don't know how. And then she and her mom hide in the basement. Okay? Michael eventually figures out this secret door to the basement. Karen pretends to be scared. And then, like a motherfucking fox, she switches it on him and shoots him in the head. Square range. Bow, bow, bow. It only nicks him. And then we find out that this was all a trap. Okay, they get Michael to fall down the stairs. They all run upstairs. They lock him down there. And we find out it was an incinerator. And there's a little mechanism that starts a fire in the basement, and we're like, well, he ain't gonna get away this time. And then I remembered that a movie was coming out, so I'm like, yeah, nah, this nigga's definitely gonna live, even though they seem to be burning him alive. And then we see in Halloween Kills that just like 50 Cent in Power, he seemed to have not burnt up nearly enough, and he was able to get out and wreak havoc on the small town. Nobody was prepared, and seemingly everybody died. Everybody goes to the hospital as if the end of the movie has actually, ended with a happily ever after. Y'all are not safe in that hospital. Y'all know what it is. We put out a movie. Everybody ends up getting shot and maimed. We think the killer's dead. Everybody goes to the hospital. There's only one security guard at the dark, dank-ass hospital. And then everybody in the hospital ends up getting killed. Yeah, that's usually how these things work. Go back to the very first Halloween and then the second Halloween when Laurie was in the hospital, and then everybody in the hospital ended up getting dead. They're basically following the same formula over and over and over again. Well, that was my Halloween movie review for Halloween 2018. With a little bit of Halloween Kills on there, because that whole gay thing was Halloween Kills. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Happy Halloween. Ah!